The choice for cutting the Bangle wood that I use is these carbide tip Bosch hole saws, available at Lowe's. You can order them on the internet. This is a 3.5 or 3 3/4, depending on the sizing you're going for, sized OD hole saw, and then 2 1/4 for the ID. We'll be following the tutorial today that's available on the website where you're watching this video. This tutorial outlines this entire process, goes through wood drying, stabilization, gluing. So follow along with the tutorial, and we'll go next to cutting the blank out. Okay, so this is a piece of box elder burl that we were talking about earlier. We have the pins that are out in this direction. Here's the eyes that we talked about. Got a 6-inch vise, purchased from Amazon, drill press from Home Depot. So I've got some 1/4-inch masonite that we'll put underneath this block, just to make sure when the hole saw penetrates the wood it won't cut into the vise. So positioning the wood is really important. We want to cut, what I'm going for here is I want to cut right up against this pinning face without breaking out, because that's where the best figure will be. The further we get down in here, it's kind of rotted. I want to stay away from that. So we'll position this over here. We'll swing the vise in place. We want to make sure that we're clear of this rotted material. So this looks good from up here. Not going to hit the vise with a little clamp, a little pressure from the drill press. We'll clamp that in place. This is looking pretty good. So we'll tighten up the table on the drill press. You can see we've got a good dust collector vent here. And I'll turn that on and we'll start cutting. Grab my safety glasses. Okay. So you can see the speed. We've got this turning fairly fast. It's carbide, so really not an issue there. We're going to do some peck cycles while we're cutting. Right when it breaks through, it wants to bind up a little bit. You can hear it, the belt slipping. So we got the blank there. We'll see how we did. You never know when you're cutting into this burl wood if you're going to miss all this rotted stuff and how it'll all turn out. So it's kind of a surprise to me, always how it looks. So look, we did pretty good. This is going to finish up nicely. We've got some good pinning here. Those rays that are coming through. So now we'll cut the ID and we'll take on stabilization. So now we're going to change out from the 3.5-inch bit to the 2 1/4. Nice little quick change here from Bosch. So here's the 2 1/4-inch cutter. Just sort of snaps in place. So we'll tighten this down. So you'll see I've got this sort of prepared. What I did just as a tool, a little jig, took a piece of hickory, just sliced it into even sized, I cut these with a different hole saw that would clamp onto a 3.5 inch blank, and I probably had to do a little sanding here just to make sure that it would clamp properly. Again, we've got the piece of masonite in there. We'll just put that in our vise. We'll get this lined up. Loosen the table. We'll get this lined up. We'll clamp that in the vise. Make sure that looks like it's lined up pretty well. Clamp the table, and we're ready to go. So I'll start the dust collector up. Okay. So this one will make 2 bangles, and now we're ready to put it in the oven and get it ready for stabilization.